Hey, what's up and welcome back everyone to the IceManIsaac Academy, the second channel of the Warzone Academy dedicated to coaching content every single day. Today's video is really special. We're going to do it once a week where we take pro plays, individual pro plays from all the best players across the scene and break down the gameplay. We break down their movement, their individual shots, and say how they accomplished something that was absolutely insane in game. If you guys want to check out any of these pros, they will all be linked in the description in the order that their clips appeared. But of course, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like on it. This is the first week of the IceManIsaac Academy, so do me a favor, drop a like on it, drop a comment. It helps out with the algorithm so much. And if you guys want to get involved in the action, make sure to join me live over on Twitch. This is where all the coaching action happens live. You guys can ask me questions, I can answer them. And then, of course, if you want to get your own gameplay reviewed, make sure to join the IceManIsaac, the Warzone Academy Discord. You can also just hang out there, meet new people, meet new duos, new squads, hang out, have a good time. All that is available on the Discord. But without further ado, let's get into the first clip. This is my first time seeing any of these, and we're going to break them down together. Okay, so the very first clip is from Aidan, and what we're going to do is we're going to watch the clip all the way through, and then I'm going to break down exactly how he pulls it off. Let's get into it. Aidan, if you guys don't know, is the #1 most earned player on all of Warzone. Dude is a demon at Fortnite and has really made a name for himself here on Warzone.
Enemy soldier incoming.
One thing to notice, Aidan is playing solo quads in this scenario using off-meta weapons.
Gas is closing. Get to the
All right. Absolutely worked that team. All right, so let's break it down. There's a lot of stuff that happened there, and we're going to get into it. So as he rolls up, he sees two people on here. He may have had information leading up to this with a UAV. I don't know. But then last thing, he gets an information that there's one other player coming off to his right. And kind of as he realizes that, he instantly swings his aim over and lasers that guy. Instantly gets back undercover, right? Because he knows most likely his teammates are going to push through that door and try to get an angle. So he double checks real quick. Just because you're plating doesn't mean you have to be out of the fight. Same thing with reloading. Gotta be careful though, because you don't want to get killed. And Aidan opts to take this like an off angle. He knows there are two players inside of this building, so he takes the high ground to just try to catch a different angle than maybe being down here. If he does get beamed, he can stay on the high ground and he's not going to get pushed from anywhere except for this ladder. So, takes the high ground, holds an off angle. Really tough to get these top-down shots, and this probably right here broke his aim assist for some reason, because he should have gotten good rotational aim assist to beam that guy. Jumps over the top, ends up getting the down, gets behind cover, and this play right here is beautiful. This is where you get into not the psychology of Aidan, but Aidan understanding as a player what his opponent is doing. He's literally playing them like a fiddle. What he does right here, after missing some shots, he realizes, okay, I don't have the advantage in the gunfight. Typically, you like to chow aggressively and get your shots on your opponent. He notices here, he's already burned 29 bullets, and he could probably aim down sight and likely win this gunfight. It's going to be a 50-50, right? But as a pro player, especially someone that's taking on multiple other teammates, right? He's downed one. There's one here. There's probably still one more left. You don't want to waste all of your health and all of your ammo dying in a 50-50 gunfight. You want to use movement and your skill to kill other players without taking so much damage. So what Aidan does is he makes this guy think that he's running away. And what Aidan's doing right now is just listening for footsteps. And as soon as he hears this player coming in, this guy's thinking, I got him. He's running. No. Aidan prones out. Checks there, gets really bad timing. He looks away from that player as he's in the grass. Tries to get the thirst. Here's the self-revive pop behind him. Instantly starts hunting for this guy. He only had one plate on, plus not that much health. He knows both of those players have burned self-revive. He can get the kills, but now he's looking for the last one. He most likely needs to reload. He's only got 21 bullets. He shuts the door behind him, but then finds his next piece of cover. While he's on that piece of cover, he ends up spotting the next opponent and just takes a nasty head glitch, always using that box as cover, and gets the squad wipe. All about isolation, all about using Peeker's advantage, and Aidan wiped that squad where really his health didn't go down that much, except for that first player that caught him off guard. The rest was all movement and abusing Peeker's advantage and catching those enemies out. Okay, next up, we are checking out Huskers. Old teammate of mine and still one of my best friends, one of the best mouse and keyboard players in the game. I would say him and Breadman are the top 2 competitive players in mouse and keyboard. This is back during, actually, the MG82 is still pretty solid in the meta. He's playing with, actually, some players I don't recognize. I think he's actually playing with his subs. Huskers on 32 kills. We're going to go and watch and see how this one plays out.
Listen, we got to just push this team.
We got to dip out.
He might be playing with randoms. He's either playing with randoms or subs.
Go, 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 go.
Everyone off the fuck. Wait, they're pushing us? Hold on. Wait, what?
Incoming.
Oh, god damn.
Behind you, behind you, behind you. In front of you, straight across, in front of you.
Uy, qué mentira, güey.
Oh my god.
So there is a lot that happened in this clip.
Listen, we got to just
And it's little things, but it makes all the difference in the world.
Team.
So they decide, hey, I'm going to push this team. Clearly, he's playing with randoms, and he's getting all the kills. My man's got 32 kills, and there's 30 left. He probably dropped 40 plus this game.
everyone off the fuck.
He gets thermited in the back. He's talking about pushing this team up here, but he gets thermited in the back and gets out, anticipating getting pushed in front. Well, his teammates all die in the car behind him. He doesn't have any AR ammo right here. And all of a sudden, a guy sneaks up behind him. I don't know if he had dead silence or what.
Wait, what?
He just hits a drop shot. We've talked about it in the past. When you have nothing else left to do, he just literally turns around. He has no momentum, right? He can't swing. He can't bounty hop. He can't do anything. You go ahead and hit a drop shot because it's the last thing you can do.
Incoming.
And he finds that piece of cover. What he does here is really clever. He gets pushed out of cover by the Simtex. But as soon as that Simtex is gone, he gets right back into his piece of cover. And continuously using that drop shot because he doesn't have any lateral movement. Abuses it. As soon as he gets down one, probably got a little greedy with that thirst or trying to thirst. Even as he's reloading, what he's doing is he's just crouching and standing back up, trying to see, hey, where is someone? He's not swinging a corner wide, right? Because he's in the middle of reloading and maybe he has the plate. He's just trying to get some information on where people are coming. Spots this guy pushing him right here.
Behind you, behind you, behind you.
Gets undercover just for a second. And as he gets undercover, he gets cracked again a little bit more. And this player is thinking he's got him. And so this player is just going to send around a corner, trying to get the kill, right? Because he's greedy. He knows Huskers is already weak. But guess what? Huskers is going to get him. Look at this guy's gun. I don't know if you can see it. That's his suppressor. Now you can really see it. That guy is in a full tack sprint animation, right? He's pushing, he's pushing, he's pushing. He gets a shot off, but then he gets greedy, and his gun is straight up and down right now in attack sprint animation. Huskers baited him with what we call the last chance rechow and just completely smokes him. And the amount of time it takes this guy to realize it and then aim down sight with that tack sprint animation. Dead. Boom. Right back into cover. Gets closer to his cover. Goes for a thirst. Right after that, get information. What am I doing?
Straight across.
He spots him pushing up. Plates up. He kind of chowed prematurely here because he didn't get fully reloaded. He prones out behind the tree. Gets fully reloaded. And then doesn't slow peek around the corner because keep in mind, this guy's already beaming at him, right? This guy's beaming, and the only place that he's going to look is right on the edge of this tree or right on the edge of this tree. That is what his crosshairs are on, right? His crosshairs are right here or right here. So what Huskers does is he either breaks his aim assist or he, crushes whatever mouse aiming that guy has to do, does an automatic tactical sprint, which you guys should have enabled, Immediately snaps on the guy and completely fries him. Constantly playing for information, using
Oh my God.
mechanics like automatic tactical sprint to, abuse the opponent who got stuck on automatic tactical sprint, or using his advantage to swing around corners. But it's all about animations and information, and that's how Huskers won that gunfight. Next up, we got Joe Woe, my duo on NRG. Let's see what he does here. He's an MG82.
Oh my god.
Close range XM4.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Yes, sir.
Oh my
Yes,
god.
sir.
I'll sleep when I'm dead.
I'm so excited to break this one down. This is just freaking textbook, man. Okay, whatever. He catches a guy there. Kind of swings out wide. Starts going for the thirst. Doesn't get the angle. Pops a stun just for a little bit of information. Gets the thirst and then just gets beamed, man. All pro players instantly know where their first piece of cover is if they get shot, whether it's something they're actively preparing or if it's just something they can quickly analyze and decide. Decides to plate up, get back inside, and he hears the guy close. He's not going to be able to chow right there, but what he does, when pro players like this are playing, man, and I say pro, there's no official pro Warzone. I don't want to see that comment, right? It's sweaty dudes that do this for a living, okay? Pro or not, they're competing for money. They're like, man, these streamers only get bot lobbies. No, they make people look like bots. This is a sweaty CDL skin. This guy's pretty cracked, hitting all of his shots. He just makes him look really stupid. Right here, right? He knows Joe has two options. He can either finesse and run and try to fully plate up. But whether he realizes it or not, what Joe does, just like Huskers did when he made that guy go into the tactical sprint and push him, Joe re-challenges, and this guy gets caught looking stupid in a vault animation and just gets completely gunned. From there, reload, play for information, play for plates, and he hears footsteps coming behind him. He hears those footsteps. He spots him in the doorway, the sweaty white CDL skin. Cuts back undercover as quickly as he can. Tries to finesse out so that way he can get fully plated and get his gun out. And does the exact same thing, man. Tries to get that guy in the tac sprint animation. Look at him. This guy's chasing. He's hungry. Joe gets some easy shots on him. And just completely baits him. Because it looks like Joe's running away. Like Joe is terrified, man. He's so scared. We got to push him. You're falling right into his trap. What Joe's doing right there, whenever he's tagging him up a couple times, is he's trying to get this white CDL skin to say, like, guys, he's thirsting me, push, push. The second Joe starts tagging him up, he instantly looks for another angle, right? He's looking for his teammates to push. As soon as he hits that, okay, his teammates are going to send to try to avenge him, right? His teammates do avenge him, but they avenge him on an awkward angle here. And this happens so fast, but Joe's intentional about it. I've reviewed so many of his clips. He does this every single time. Okay, now he's getting pushed by two people. Doesn't get the knock there. This guy is swinging him. These guys are demons. What he does, when he chows, no matter what he does to finesse in the meantime, when he chows this player, once again, who's auto-tac sprinting, swinging him, who's stuck in an animation of sprinting, Joe makes sure that when there's one player here and there's one player here, there is a piece of cover that is separating them from getting shot at multiple lines of sight at once. That's all it comes down to. He's just splitting him up. Okay. He knows this guy's over on the other side. Ego chow's like a maniac because he knows he's already weak because he cracked him earlier. That's all it comes down to.
Oh my god.
Isolate individual lines of sight. Get people to think that they're cocky and they're going to finish you. Reach out with advantages like Peeker's advantage and getting them caught in tac sprint animations or vault animations. Absolutely textbook.
I'll sleep when I'm dead.
Okay.
Next up is the homie Breadman.
They gotta come down, I think.
This one actually happened in our How to Clutch video, which may or may not have come up before this, but we are going to discuss exactly how Bread clutches here. No hit, no hit. Watch out for that high alert sniper, Bread.
Okay.
He's behind the door. He's
Jump
still.
off the backside. Kate, jump off the backside. Come with me. So for those of you who don't know, this is Breadman, my longtime duo in Warzone, one of the best mouse and keyboard players in the game, one of the smartest players in the game as well, very tactical player, but also mechanically cracked, which you're about to see.
One's
One right here.
One's down. It's Mutex in the corner still on the live ping. Let's go, Bread. And then one story, remember. Let's go, Bread.
Yep. Stim if you need. Train cars are safe. Train cars are safe.
You have zone. You have zone. You have zone. Get the rotate started.
Yep. One v two.
Gas moving in.
Hold him. Push. Other one has health.
Let's fucking go!
Bread.
Who the fuck are you, baby?
Go.
So that was my freaking duo. So this is in a custom lobby. Everyone that we're playing against is insane. Best players in Warzone. It's like a $50,000 tournament. So we're up here. We're dealing with some snipers through the windows. We've got team like enemies that are trying to stun up here and push us. And I basically make the decision that I know those guys are going to be pushing underneath, and we can catch them while they're rotating. I end up getting a knock on Blast, and then Mutex ends up knocking me.
One's down. It's Mutex in the corner.
Good comms by Dakota. I hear him making the comms, so I'm not going to try to talk over him. Bread, though, gets a crack, knows that one is down.
Let's go, Bread. And then one story, remember.
He knows that he can make this push because he knows that he has a stim. And we end up all spotting
Stim if you need.
munition box that he can use to push himself back in. I call out early that train cars are safe. You can see the train cars right here. He had the option of doing that, but also this entire wall here is safe. We had this green ping mark earlier because we know there's this trailer right here that people are most likely camping in. But now there's 3 squads left. He gets under cover. There's now 2 squads left, so he's in a 1v2. Draco calls out, hey, you've got zone. You've got zone. Great comms on his part to let Bread know that he can rotate early. And now Bread is holding people out with his car. He gets stuck in kind of an awkward spot right here. He peeks the most likely spot that he's going to be peeked from, right? Which is that wall. It's a nice little last minute, like kind of push flick there as he's hitting that shot, and instantly checks the other angle to make sure he's not getting swung on. And then what he does is he unscopes, right? Because if he's staying scoped in, he could miss a rotate here, or he can miss someone peeking in here, right? So he unscopes and is waiting for information. And you spot that player, kind of spot his shoulder. You can't really spot it on YouTube quality, but you can spot it on our monitors. And you especially spot it right here when he's aiming down sight on us. And Bread, as he's pressing the prone button on his keyboard, he is also trying to get a little shot. Gets a tiny shot. And then is just literal minimum angle that he possibly could hold. From there, it's just a push. Those guys have to push in, gas on their back, spots him, and hits an insane clutch for one of the best custom game clutches I've ever seen. Really, really nice play there on a regain game that was gross.
They kind of lit.
Next up is Teeth. One of my favorite streamers, class act, ex-CDL player,
Oh, there's a whole team up here, apparently.
and the voice of God.
Ah, dude, my fucking fingernail, man. Damn it.
There was one on the other opposite edge. Wait, that wasn't about it either. Dude.
There's 2, Teep. I'm coming.
I don't know where the other guy went.
My God.
I'm coming on you.
Okay, backside.
So, TP,
He was at the buy.
Superstore, sweaty, with loadout, OTS, car 98.
They kind of lit.
He hears a door open over there. Ends up getting a really quick kill with the OTS. He's just fast to react. Ends up getting the down, right?
He went middle staircase.
Plates up.
backside.
Right, he's putting space in between him and the opponents while he resets.
Oh, there's a whole team up here.
Plating up. He's got dead silence. wants to make sure he's fully reloaded. Then he chows aggressively, right? He chows every corner as if he expects an opponent to be here. But then he gets caught in a really awkward moment. Ends up just completely snapping that guy's ankles.
Ah, dude, my fucking fingernail, man. Damn
But then gets rolled up on.
There's one on the other opposite edge. Wait, that wasn't about it either.
And this fight right here is all about staying unpredictable. Okay, so as he's taking shots, he's trying to pre-fire. But it's sometimes you lose aim assist around door frames. But what he decides to do here, because he takes his nearest piece of cover, he's almost dead. This isn't, you know, Iron Trials, right? He doesn't have that much health. What he decides to do, rather than trying to reach out like a maniac and win the gunfight, is use the other player's aggression, like we always talk about. That other player was pushing in, and he just tries to get out. And kind of a pro play here, rather than turning around, which potentially would have given the enemy time to shoot at you, rather than bouncing the stone at your feet, he bounces it off the backboard. He doesn't want to expose himself, right? He's not going to push on that lower left angle because he has no plates. Goes for a super cheeky jump shot.
There's two, Teep. I'm coming.
My God.
Now, this is probably the most clutch play of the entire video. It's some weird streamer with a mustache, but he's kind of cracked at the game.
One shot.
Iron Trials.
No armor, one shot.
1v3 situation, or 1v1v2. I've talked about this in the past. I'm playing with John. He said he's one shot. I trust my teammate. This guy pushes in. You're nothing without your stuns. Tries to stun me, but fortunately my centering is good prior to the stun going off. So I'm able to get the kill. From there, I'm B-hopping, just trying to get into cover because I know I'm getting beamed. This team has great shots. And here's my decision, right? I could sit here, and I'll coach through this. Actually, you know what? I'll let you guys see it from beginning to end. You're nothing without your stuns.
Rod.
You got a stim as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God!
Oh my God!
Oh
no way!
My God! So this is probably one of the best clutches of my entire life.
What? One shot.
Playing Iron Trials.
No armor, one
John
shot.
calls him out one shot. Like I said, I swing this guy. I know he's throwing stuns, so I just really try to make sure I am pre-aimed at the right angle. Honestly, with controller, I'm going to get him anyways. But then these guys had been a pain. They're really good shots. They're beaming nonstop, and I opt... Hey, I could sit in that tight little corner, right? But I've got two guys that are up here, and they're just going to Simtech spam me, or they're going to swing a corner and start shooting me. I know I've got a gas mask, and I've got a stim. I'm basically just going to try to play this out. Okay, I'm trying to play my life, play it up while I can. And my initial game plan is to take this office window up here. You can kind of see that corner of the building might be safe, so I might be able to sit up there and be safe. Regardless, if this circle, as it's closing, is going to pull in any of these directions, like, I should be safe. I should get a chunk of that and be safe. However, you'll notice I start running up the hill, and you can actually look. You can look at my eyes. My eyes immediately shift up here, and I basically realize, crap. I've got one play that I can make. I start swinging across. These guys are ready for that. Instantly start beaming me, rip off all of my plates. I have a stun, which is all part of my rotation. John calls it out. And I'm basically sitting here, waiting, hoping that this zone will push left. So that way I don't spend time coughing in the gas. But as I roll up, I get all the information that I need. I spot one player here, one player here. And as with all engagements, when you're outnumbered, limit your exposure to multiple lines of sight. And that's exactly what I do. I prone out. Me proning out right there cuts this guy out of the picture for at least a couple seconds. So I focus on beaming the other guy. I see the guy on my left come out of cover. and I adjust, and I basically just try to get him to be like, hey, dude, just get out of here. Heck off. I lose spot of this guy. And so what I do is I get out of my prone, I stand back up, and as soon as I figure out my centering again, oh, he's right there, I'm just going to prone out again. And then I am down 20, man. Absolute 20. But as we always do, we try to catch our opponents in that animation. Just like I caught, like Huskers was catching that one team, I'm trying to catch this guy in a tack sprint animation. And you hear those footsteps? Dot, dot, dot. I'm expecting him to be full sending me. Ironically, he stops full sending me and aims down sight, which is the worst possible thing that could happen. You hear those footsteps? That's my sign that he's pushing me. I'm trying to catch him in that sprint animation. And as soon as I realize that he's not in that animation, I'm just trying to break his aim as much as I possibly can. Because he's aiming, you know, let's say this is the rock, right? He's aiming right here, where I just most likely will peek from. And then I just ran up. So I've got a little bit of reaction time while he's trying to get his aim to me. So I've got to build as much space trying to cause him to aim the other direction. Because if I just stop there and aim down sight, I'm going to die. So I swing over. This guy even hits a drop shot. And like I said, as soon as you're out of lateral momentum, the only thing left you can do is drop shot. I drop shot and the bullets start going above my head. He hits me one time. My health actually started regenning right there. My health starts to come up. He hits me one time. I drop shot. All the bullets go over my head. And the OTS-9. Oh my God!
Oh my God.
Oh
No way.
my God! And all right, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up this episode of IceManIsaac Academy. If you guys learned something new here today, you enjoyed these breakdowns, please remember, if you haven't already, drop a like on this video. If you've made it this far, you might as well subscribe. And if you want to be part of the action, make sure to follow me live over on Twitch for pro breakdowns, coaching of your gameplay, coaching breakdowns of pro gameplay, and all things to help you get better at Warzone. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will catch you all on the next one. Peace. Oh, yeah. What you gonna do, Isaac? No. Oh, my God!
Oh my God.
Oh,
No way.
my God!